Good afternoon, all. Camelback Trading 2724 and the pitfuturestrading.com coming to you this Monday afternoon, March 2nd, looking at the last couple of days of the market profile of the SPY ETF here on Window Trader. And the bulls come roaring back today after one time framing down for a bunch of days, getting below the 200. We went out with a price probe on Friday, accepted this morning, go out with another one today as they rip higher. This is probably the biggest point gain on the Dow maybe ever. It's just about under 1,300. We were 8 wide, never got to 9 wide. We did have a chance for a trend day up. We had 2 sets of single prints at one time, but they failed. We had a beautiful textbook afternoon pullback low and then ripped higher for the price probe. Those calls that I had last week that were way, way, way underwater. Actually, this morning when we opened higher, I thought they would be in decent shape, and believe it or not, they were down $1 from Friday's close. They acted better on Friday than they did this morning. I was very, very surprised, but I held on to them. Lo and behold, when they started ripping, I got out of them basically for even. They expire Friday. Probably could have held on to them and seen what we got out of them, but more than happy to go home even on those after the loss I was looking at on Friday. Trading today, what I did, I went long in A period when we got above the opening for a trade, and then I took, the only other trade I did was an afternoon pullback low, bought it in K, and took it back to POC. I was really concentrating more on my position than to, my day trading throughout the day. So 2 decent trades in A and K, and then got out of everything for even. Very impressive by the bulls today. Now, the volume too, very, very impressive. 220 million right now with the after hours. We did over 32 million in that last time frame. So what is this now? Is this, it looked like a P shape at one point, even though we had the single prints. But M period totally distorts that, so that's out the window. Like I said, there was tremendous profits by short sellers from last week, right? As great a day as we had today, all we've done so far is take back Friday and Thursday. So even if they were covering here, just like all those the longer term guys that were selling, they were making money selling on Friday because they've been long from a lot lower. Well, same with these shorts. If this is what this is, and these guys that were shorting it last Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were still in the money, and now maybe they're just putting it to rest. We almost had an outside day up. So, no we didn't. I totally take that back. I'm looking at Thursday. I'm losing my mind. Scratch that. But we almost did take out Thursday's high. All right. Let's go over destinations for tomorrow and then look at the charts. So for the upside, our first destination will be today's high of 309.16. Then we have Thursday's high of 309.65 and then filling the gap at 310.70, a 105-point gap. That these days, that's absolutely nothing. Then above that, we don't have anything until 313.46, which was the afternoon rally high on the 26th. That was an L period of the 26th. Then we don't have anything to 318.11, which was the daily high that day, and then single prints at 321.28, and then getting filled at 322.04 from the 25th. And that's another thing I mentioned this morning to the chat room that I'm in. With all this carnage, that's the only single print we have to the upside. So that's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Now, for the downside, we had a price probe. So F's high of 304.07 will be your first destination on the downside. We won't know till tomorrow if it's accepted or not. Okay? Now, below that, we don't have anything until the price probe at 298.98. We were only 8 wide. Yeah, we're going to use that as something to look at tomorrow, but I like 9 wide or better, so 298.98. Then we don't have anything to today's low of 294.46. And then 9 wide at 292.27 from the 28th, 288.03 afternoon pullback low, and 285.54 monthly low. Now remember, I said this even on Friday, and I reiterated it this morning. We didn't have many reference points or destinations from Thursday, right? We had the price probe on the downside, and then the next real big thing was Thursday's high. So once we got accepted above this price probe, and we went back and forth through it a couple of times, especially K period, but that was such a beautiful classic afternoon pullback low. Dipped into the initial balance, got rejected, and then just ripped. So no surprise, price started seeking its level. And with these wide destinations and reference points on both sides of the market, this volatility is not going away anytime soon. Those prices I just gave you, all those different prices up and downside, they're pretty far apart. So the volatility will continue. Monthly. First day of the month, held last month's low. 5-month balance, not including today so far. The high of it is the all-time high of 339.08. The low is 284.82. So we have a $54 balance in the monthly. That's going to take a long time to work its way out if we hold last month's low. Weekly, down. Gap is my main focus. Really nice start for the bulls today. Holding the low. So we'll see now, right? Remember we said I thought we'd bounce between 287 and this level of 302. Well, obviously that did not happen, at least not so far. So the bulls trying to get above some critical levels and stay there right away. We'll see if they're able to do that. And then on the daily is now in balance, right? We stopped the one-time framing down, which was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. So we stopped one-time framing down after 7 days. The first time we got up to the 200-day moving average today, we went right down. Late in the day, got above it and ripped above it. Now we closed at 309. So we're above it by about $4 or $5. So that's good sign. But again, one day does not make a market. Again, I'm not surprised we rallied like this, right? We said, just talk about tremendously oversold. I thought we were oversold by Wednesday. And then look what Thursday and Friday did. So there's still a lot of work to be done. You have 1, 2 gaps. You have the 50-day moving average. Yes, we're above the 200, but it's only one day. So it remains to be seen. Are the longer-term sellers done? Or are they just taking their foot off the gas to get better prices? You know, the real question today is, was this real buying today? Or, like I said, is it a lot of short covering that were in the money? Think about it, right? Friday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm sorry. Friday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Whoever was shorting this is still in the money, right? Now, I'm sure once we took out Friday's high, we started getting the short covering, and then once we got over the 200, that started exasperating that short covering move. So the question is, if it's only short covering, and I'm not saying it is, but if it's only short covering, eventually it will make the market weaker. So is this more longer term money starting to come in down here, or is it just a short covering? We'll see. Strap on your helmet. Volatility is here. It's pretty awesome. I hope you had a good day trading. Have a great night, and I'll speak to you prior to the opening tomorrow.